The Prime Minister of this country has yet again done it again. It's an absolute mess. And as it has been reported by the media today, it seems like the first of these documents has come out. And of course, Keir Starmer, the farmer harmer, or very much a plonker, his middle name is Rodney after all, has yet again made a right mistake, and he has said that he's made a mistake in appointing Peter Mandelson. I'm not calling him Lord. At the end of the day, um, after all, there has been files floating around on social media, which, all you have to do is type it, Peter Mandelson into Twitter, and you will find some of the documentation out there. I can't verify that, but of course, the people who have put it on their own Twitter profiles may do so. I don't really go on there very much. It's a horrible place anyway. Um, but of course, Keir Starmer, it has come out, has said this groveling apology, and was warned of a general reputation risk, according to the Express, about the appointing of Peter Mandelson. Now, in business, in any line of business, if you are told that there is a risk of employing a certain individual, would you employ them if you want to be successful in that position? The answer is no. The answer is you would do more research, you would look into exactly what those risks are, and you wouldn't just go ahead and do it anyway. It seems like our Prime Minister has not a backbone, of course, with the current situation that is currently ongoing globally. He seems to be flip flopping between making a decision and not making a decision on certain key aspects. He's also flip flopping on, of course, the appointment of Peter. Um, and let's be fair, if the documents that are being bounded around and the emails between a certain individual who has an island and Peter are to be believed, it's not good reading for the Prime Minister. And in all honesty, this man should resign. Now, of course, I think that it would be fair to take this to a general election, but they're not going to do that. And the reason why they're not going to do that is they're going to lose a general election. Now, you may be a reform voter, you may be an anti reform voter, but let's be fair. The only reason why that is being, a possible outcome is firstly, the Conservatives made a complete and utter hash of it over the past number of years. And then, secondly, Keir Starmer has handed the baton to Nigel Farage, and it is inevitable that reform will get in. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to tell anybody which way I politically go. But at the end of the day, it's not rocket science. The Conservatives are messed up. Labour are doing an even worse job. And lo and behold, and I do feel sorry for Kemi because I do like Kemi Badenoch. I think she's actually talks a lot of sense. I think she's been thrown in at the deep end into a situation where had it been a lot different, had the Conservatives not completely shot themselves in the foot and made a complete and utter hash of things, then they wouldn't be in this situation. But lo and behold, they are. Lo and behold, Keir Starmer is as well. And in all honesty, even if he doesn't call a general election, it is time to resign over this. You cannot make a big mistake. Of course, Peter Mandelson, has it's all coming out. It's all coming out, and there's of course it's been discussed. Matt Vickers, the Tory shadow Home Office minister, has said, Keir Starmer should go. I completely agree with him. And Mandelson payout, according to the Express 6 hours ago, was value for money. Um, you know, Honestly, it's completely, crazy. Lord Mandelson, well, let's call him Peter, asked for his contract to be paid out in full, totaling more than £500,000 of your taxpayers' money. Luckily, the taxpayer got away with 75,000, but really it should have been zero to this man. After all, he's done wrong. It's his problem. It's his fault. And it's nobody else's. And 75,000 is 75,000 too much, really. Keir Starmer has to resign. He's made a grave mistake. It is an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Keir Starmer, you need to resign, my friend. And I think it is time to call a general election. If not, if you're not going to call a general election, the best thing you can do is admit your mistakes, which you have done, but it goes further than that. You need to leave your position. Enough said. Enough said. Let me know what you think. Everybody's opinions is valid. We don't do these videos very often, but when we do, it's always quite interesting to hear what you guys come up with. But yes, thank you again for hearing me ramble for the last 7 minutes. And yes, I really do appreciate your thoughts.